I smiled faintly. This moment had finally arrived. With that, Cherry stood up and gave me a secretive look. Then she did something that everyone watching the live stream couldn't have imagined. Cherry walked to the bookshelf in the living room, a tall cabinet that had stood there since I first moved into this house. She ran her fingers along the spines of the books, pausing at a tattered copy of Pride and Prejudice, the one I'd read to her every night when she was a child. With a soft click, a small compartment in the shelf popped open. She reached inside and pulled out a black leather notebook, its cover worn thin from years of use. The stream chat exploded. What is that, a secret notebook? Why does she have a hidden compartment? Did she hide something from the old lady? I'm so confused. One second she's a perfect daughter, the next she's digging up secret notebooks. What's going on? Cherry sat her day back down on the stool next to me, the notebook in her lap. She flipped it open, and I could see pages filled with her neat, cursive handwriting. She took a deep breath, then began to read aloud, her voice steady but laced with a quiet intensity. January th year, 1 Mom's paralysis. Jane left with Dad. Today, he said Mom's a burden. I told him I'd stay, but I'm not doing it for her. I'm doing it for the house. The neighbor said it might get demolished someday, and the compensation will be huge. I need that money. Mom has to live long enough to see it. The chat went silent for a beat, then erupted into chaos. What the hell? She's been pretending for 12 years, just for the demolition money. I knew it was too good to be true. All that filial piety was a lie. The old lady gave all the money to Shane, and Cherry's been wasting her time for nothing. This is insane. Cherry didn't stop. She turned to another page, her eyes fixed on the notebook. March year 5. Mom's health is getting worse. She can barely speak some days. I took her to the doctor, but I lied about her symptoms. If she dies now, I get nothing. I started working 3 jobs to pay for her meds, not because I care, but because I need her alive. The doctor said stress is bad for her, so I pretend to be nice. It's easy once you get used to it. I closed my eyes, but I could still hear the gasps from the chat, the sound of Cherry's voice, the distant hum of the air conditioner. 12 years of pretending, 12 years of watching her act like the perfect daughter, knowing all along what she was really. After July or year 10, the demolition rumors are getting real. I heard the government will send out notices next year. Mom's memory is fading. She forgets things now, like how to feed herself, like who I am. Did it makes it easier to lie? I bought her favorite strawberry cake today. She didn't eat it. I acted sad, but I didn't care. As long as she's breathing, I'm one step closer. Cherry flipped to the last page. It was just a week before the demolition notice arrived. December end year 12. The notice came today, 8 million. Mom said she'll give it all to Shane. I wanted to scream. All these years, 12 years of cleaning her, feeding her, pretending to love her, and she gives it to that useless brother of mine. I won't let him take it. I'll make her regret it. I'll make them both regret it. She closed the notebook, then looked up at me, her eyes cold. You thought I didn't know, ma'am? You thought I'd just let you give my money to Shane? I stayed with you for 12 years. I earned that money. It's mine. The chat was a mess of fan confusion. She's a monster using her own mother for money. But wait, the old lady gave the money to Shane on purpose, right? Did she know about the notebook? I need answers. Why did the old lady act so cold to Cherry? Did you suspect something? I opened my eyes and looked at Cherry. For 12 years, I waited for this moment, waited for her to drop the act to show her true self. I turned my wheelchair to face her, my voice hoarse but clear. You think I didn't know? I said. Think I didn't see? The way you looked at me when you thought I wasn't paying attention. The way you lied to the doctors. The way you faked sadness when I was sick. Cherry's face paled. What are you talking about? She asked, her voice trembling. You couldn't have known. You were too sick to confused. I wasn't confused, I said. I was waiting for you to admit it. Waiting for the world to see who you really are. I reached into the pocket of my wheelchair, a small hand pocket I had sewn in years ago, and pulled out a small silver recorder. I pressed play, and Cherry's voice filled the room. The same voice that had read from the notebook, but from a different day, a different lie. September year 8. Mom found my notebook today. She was sleeping, but I saw her looking at it. I panicked, but she acted like she didn't know. Maybe she's too stupid to understand. Good, I'll keep pretending. The money will be mine soon. Cherry's mouth dropped open. You heard that? She whispered. I nodded. I heard it all. I heard you lied to the doctor about my symptoms. I heard you talked to your friend on the phone, laughing about how easy it is to trick me. I heard you say you wished I die, but only after you got the money. The chat was silent now. No more anger, no more confusion, just shock. The old lady knew all along. She's been pretending too. She gave the money to Shane to protect it from Cherry. That's why she was so cold to her. She didn't want Cherry to suspect anything. This is next level manipulation. Both of them have been lying for 12 years. I'm speechless. Cherry stood up, a notebook falling to the floor. She took a step back, her eyes wide with fear. You can't do this, she said. The money is mine. I earned it. You can't give it to Shane. I smiled. I already did, and now the whole world knows why. You're not the victim here, Cherry. You're just a liar who got caught. Just then the doorbell rang. Cherry frowned. See, I knew who it was. The lawyer I called yesterday. The one who had the papers proving Shane's right to the money. But Cherry didn't know that. She thought it was the police or the media or someone else come to expose her. She turned to run, but she tripped over the wheelchair. She fell to the floor, and the notebook skidded across the room. She looked up at me, her eyes filled with rage and despair. You'll regret this, she said. I'll make you regret this. I shook my head. No, Cherry, you're the one who'll regret it. 12 years of your life wasted on a lie. All because you were too greedy to see what was right in front of you. The door opened, and the lawyer walked in. He handed me a stack of papers, and I signed. Papers that gave Shane full control of the money. Papers that meant Cherry would never get a penny. She watched her face pale as the lawyer left. The live stream chat was quiet now, the anger replaced by a strange sad silence. I don't know what to say. The old lady was right to protect the money, but 12 years of lying. That's so sad. Cherry is terrible, but the old lady isn't innocent either. They both used each other. What happens now? Cherry has nothing. Shane has the money, and the old lady is still paralyzed. This is such a mess. Cherry stood up, brushing off her clothes. She looked at me, her eyes cold. I'm leaving, she said. I don't want anything to do with you or Shane ever again. I'm not a good go, and don't come back. She walked to the door, then paused. She turned around, and for a second, I saw a flash of the little girl she used to be. The one who used to climb into my bed when she was scared. The one who used to beg me to read her Pride and Prejudice over and over. But then the moment passed, and she was gone. The light stream ended. Soon after, the reporter called me, his voice shaky. "I can't believe it," he said, "all that time. All that pretending. Why didn't you tell anyone sooner?" I looked out the window at the sunset. The sky painted pink and orange, because I needed proof. I said I needed the world to see the truth. Not just about Cherry, but about Shane too. Shane, he asked, "What about him?" I smiled. "He thinks he got $8 million. But the papers I signed there, not what he thinks. The money is in a trust fund. He can't touch it unless he meets one condition." "What condition?"